Well, hello, friends. Thank you for joining us again today. Have you ever read a book or watched a movie and it just didn't end well? Maybe it ended with the opportunity for you to draw your own conclusion. Well, there's several places in the Bible that are kind of like that. We look at the book of Jonah. Jonah, in the last chapter, there's a debate between God or a discussion between God and Jonah. And Jonah didn't want God to have mercy upon the Ninevites. And anyway, God was challenging Jonah. Look, you have compassion upon a plant that I gave you to shelter you, but you don't have compassion for the Ninevites. Well, we don't know whether Jonah changed his mind or not. The book just ends. In Luke chapter 15, Jesus gave 3 parables of lost things. Basically, his listeners are Pharisees, religious leaders, and sinners, the scripture says. So in this parable of the lost things, Jesus is trying to show the religious leaders that he's concerned about the lost. But the last parable is a parable on the lost son, or we call it the prodigal son. Well, in the very end of that parable, the scripture is showing the elder son, he's debating with the father. You never did this for me. And the father says, look, you always had the fatted calf. You could do this anytime you wanted to. So basically, the story ends, and Jesus gives the listeners, the Pharisees, the real Pharisees that were listening, an opportunity to conclude the story, to come on into the party, so to speak. So we don't know what they did. Jesus just kind of left it up to them. The book of Acts is the same way. Luke, who wrote the book of Acts, he just abruptly ends it. Well, I believe that the reason he abruptly ends it, because you and I are still writing the book of Acts. You see, the Acts is really literally the Acts of the Apostles. And the whole book is showing us what the apostles did and the Lord working through them. But there's no conclusion. That's because you and I are still writing the book of Acts. We've got unfinished business. So I encourage you, my friends, let's conclude the book of Acts in a good way. Let's do our work. Let's be part of the answer to the world's problems. And God will honor us, and we will conclude the book of Acts. God bless you as we continue the unfinished business he's called us to do. God bless. Bye-bye.